Voices for Animals held the first ever high-volume feral cat spay neuter clinic in this area in 2005. The next year we partnered with the Charlottesville Albemarle SPCA. We currently coordinate and fund 7 to 8 clinics like this each year, doing about 100 to 120 cats at each clinic. It's essential to reducing cat overpopulation and euthanasia in our area. Communities that have launched aggressive trap, neuter, return and feral cat spay neuter programs have drastically reduced their cat intake numbers at local shelters and their euthanasia numbers. We know that each cat that comes through here and gets sterilized is not going to be producing more litters, and that's saving a lot of suffering. It's healthier for the cats, it's better for the community. Feral cats and their offspring make up a huge percentage of cats that are taken in by shelters each year. Some estimates say up to 80% of cats brought into shelters are feral cats or the offspring of feral cats.
Were feral cats allowed to breed unrestricted in any manner, there's a variety of things that would happen downstream that are not good. One of them, as you can imagine, is they could be a reservoir for different infectious diseases that could come to people. Rabies would be the one that comes to mind. Here in Virginia, the predominant species that carries rabies is the raccoon, but raccoons and cats overlap substantially out in the wild. And so feral cats are unprotected and ultimately could wind up being a reservoir of rabies as well. And then finally, as you can imagine, there's no natural predators for the cats that are out there at all. And so left unrestricted to breed, ultimately many times what you see is, just like you would with deer or anything else, they can outstrip the ability to actually find food and such. And so they wind up then dying out there just from starvation and so forth, because there's nothing left to support them if they're left to just breed, wantonly.
We really appreciate our volunteer vets and our lay people who come out. We have about 50 people who come out to each clinic. These clinics wouldn't be possible without their help. Everybody is volunteering their time.
Volunteering for Voices has been certainly great for me. I just get to do all the stuff I love to do. And when they call me and ask me to do extra stuff, if I can, I'll do that too. But the organization itself is just wonderful. I couldn't say enough about it.
Even though everybody's volunteers, we have to raise money for the clinics. It costs about $20 per cat for vaccinations and medical supplies. The people who bring cats to our clinics free of charge, a lot of them, they care about the cats. They're desperate to find a way to stop the breeding, to give the cats long, healthy lives, but not have 10 cats become 50, and we offer that option. People care about cats in Central Virginia and in our community. The best thing that they can do is to get involved in this effort. It's hard work, it's time consuming, but it's so worthwhile.
I feel really good and empowered that I can do something instead of watching, all the kitties as I drive by and wonder, who's taking care of them. Maybe there's a place where I can actually do something.